Hello, everyone. My name is Honey. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Legends View Talk Show. I'm the founder and CEO of Legends View Foundation and many more things. The link to the website will be posted in the description below. And thanks for tuning in again. The first thing I wanted to talk about was grief. I just wanted to explain what grief was or is for me and how the steps that I went through of grieving the loss of my son. So, um, at first, I was trying to give myself like grace, right? Grace, um, just kind of, I don't know, just had to give myself a little grace. Just try to see it in the light of this was me. God just saw different plans, this and the third, okay? And then resilience, had to have resilience. So I had to be forgiving of myself. And depression can really take you down through there. So I had to have some type of resilience to bounce back. And I had to put in the initiative for me to do that. So the next one is initiative, right? So I had to put in the initiative to want to do better, to want to go forward, to want to do things or something throughout the day. But trying to put in that initiative through depression kind of went into like exhaustion. I got exhausted and I was just kind of over it and just really went downhill. I went into a spiral into like that brings us to the F of the final breakage of just I really lost it. I really went into a bad time. So as I've said many times, if you've been following, losing a child is the hardest thing I've ever been through. In this series, I'll be telling you the stages and how I made it through the depths of grief. Um, Legend had a light on them that just lifted my spirit in my darkness. His smile, his laugh, his touch, his hands just kind of got me through my day. Not kind of, it really got me through my day. So the postpartum depression that I was going through after having a baby, all of those things that you just kind of feel after you have a child that are like naturally gonna come. Um, he just kind of got me through that because he was such a happy baby. He was so happy. You can see in the pictures behind me that he was just so happy, and it just kind of, he just was that baby for me. Never got bothered by him crying. I never was bothered by getting up in the middle of the night. Like it was never too much. You know how some parents kind of feel like it's overwhelming. Even with all of my other kids, having him was never overwhelming for me as an infant. Um, did I get tired? Yes. I get sleepy. Sometimes I need a nap. Yes, but that doesn't take away that there was he was the highlight of my day to day, because he was always at home. I mean, my baby never went anywhere. He was always at home. Um, August the 8th of 2023, that changed for me. That changed my life forever. It's a day I'll never forget. It's the day that I can recall from the time of me waking up that morning till everything just spiraled out of my control. Every detail, every moment, every phone call of that day, I can recite off to you. Um, it was a lot. My son passed away on that day, and it's a moment that that has defined pretty much the rest of my life of who I am. It changed who I am. It changed how I look at life. It's a guilt that I carry daily of questions that I just really can't answer. I don't have the answer to of like why didn't I shake the covers one more time? Why didn't I get up and go get the tires when my husband called me at the time? It's just questions. So why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Just questions I never have the answer to. Because I don't know. I don't know. I should have done it. Everything is just it's really hard. It's really hard to talk about, but we're here and I'm ready. So yeah, like I said, it changed how I love on my kids. It changed how I value my friendships, my relationship, my family. It changed how I love on all of these people and how I take situations and try not to just like I try not to hold grudges with people. I try to just love on people while they're here because time waits for nobody. Um, in that time, it also made me realize how alone I was at that moment. In that time, because it was nobody that truly. I had people around me, and I had my support system, but it was the matter of not really having anybody there that really understood what I was feeling in that moment. And or currently, like that's like I said, it's a moment that I'm gonna have to deal with or see for the rest of my life. It's something that I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. My husband is really the only one that relates to me in that moment. It was our child. But at the same time, the guilt and the blame that he feels is completely different from what I feel on the encounters of that day and what we had. I realized that no one really trusted, I wouldn't say no one, but a lot of people lost trust with me with my own kids. Um, of not thinking that I was capable all of a sudden of raising my kids or taking care of my kids or the way that I do things in my home, for lack of better terms. Um, Everything that I did after that moment was questioned, and still to this day is questioned by certain people. Like I don't put them first, so to speak. Um, I've lost friendships. I've lost relationships. I've lost